If you were put in a microwave, you'd quickly go blind.
Alright people, what's up? Zach D Films is actually nightmare fuel. Now audience, I am stealing this video idea straight from the YouTuber 11s because after watching his video about Zach D Films, I have been red-pilled about how bad this content actually is. A tumor pulled out through her eye, swallowing a tick with Lyme disease, how World War II used suicide dogs, and could you survive in a microwave? Dude, why does bro look like a biblically accurate leper in the Bible? Out here looking like my forehead in the 5th grade. Anyways, these videos have got to be the biggest amount of nightmare fuel that I have consumed in the past week, so please like the video for my sanity. With that being said, let's begin.
Your eyes could pop out of their sockets if you hit your head during a car accident.
Well, good thing I'm not gonna get into a car accident. Seriously, what kind of dumbass would actually want to get into a car accident? Is it really that hard to tilt your steering wheel 45 degrees to the left or right and, you know, you avoid the family of 5 crossing the sidewalk? Is it really that hard to be like, oh my god, there's a fucking family of 5 children crossing the road? Hits the brake. Listen, I know that everybody made fun of SpongeBob for his shitty driving skills back in Bikini Bottom, but also at the same time, everybody that's on the road has gotta be the worst drivers known to man. I seriously cannot fathom, if you have working eyeballs in working eye sockets, how you hit somebody.
The traumatic blow causes bleeding inside the socket, which builds up behind the eye. As it continues to bleed, it increases the pressure until it forces the eyeball forward, causing them to bulge out of your head.
You know what's crazy, ladies and gentlemen? There is somebody in the audience right now that is watching this video, and then immediately after they're done watching this video, they're gonna go pull out onto a 5-lane highway and cause a pileup. And the funniest part about all of this is that we all know what they're gonna be driving. Is this the car that you thought of? Yeah, I thought so too.
Doctors must act fast to put your eyes back in and save your vision.
Oh, well, how kind of the doctor to just shove my eyeballs back into my head like they're pressing it down like a fucking PS4 controller. Out here mashing down on my eyeballs like trying to do a sprinting dolphin dive in Black Ops 1. Out here mashing down on my eyeballs like you're trying to like and subscribe at the same time.
The prisoner stands on a trap door with a noose around their neck.
Why does bro look like me right after I get done recording this video? I'm about to start calling Zach D Films The Simpsons the way that he's about to predict my future.
In the next room, 3 workers each face a button. At a signal, all 3 push their buttons at exactly the same time. Now, only one button actually opens the trap door beneath the prisoner's feet, meaning nobody knows who really activated it, so no one feels guilty.
Okay, but you guys still participated in it. Personally, I would still feel guilty out here treating the prisoner's neck like a slot machine. Oh, who killed the prisoner? Who knows? Dude, shut the fuck up.
The prisoner falls instantly, and the identity of the true executioner is never known.
You guys ever heard of guilty by association? Fucking idiot.
If you were put in a microwave, the water molecules in your body would heat up.
Holy shit, Zach. If I was put into a microwave and it was turned on, my body would start to heat up. Oh my gosh, dude, tell me more.
Because of the radiation being beamed at you, your skin would start to burn and blister, and you'd quickly go blind.
Oh, so basically you're describing a nice vacation in Auschwitz in 1944.
Your organs would boil and then break open, causing internal bleeding.
Okay, dude, at this point, I'm just convinced that this guy hired the Mortal Kombat Fatality artwork team. This dude has got way too much budget on his hand to make these animations that realistic. Like, what happened to the videos where it looked like it was made inside of Gary's mod? This shit just looks like an x-ray of my organs in real time. No, like, seriously, after I have a few tacos at Taco Bell, my organs be like,
then break out, and gas pockets in your digestive system would expand until your stomach burst. Within just a few minutes, your body would be destroyed, and you'd be cooked from the inside out.
And you know what, Zachary? Thank you. Thank you for this information. With this beautiful information, I now know to not go inside of a microwave.
The dogs were strapped with explosives and starved, and treats were placed underneath the tanks. The hungry dogs learned to run underneath them in search of food. Then the explosives were fitted with a trigger stick.
Dude, why do I feel like everybody in the audience that loves animals is internally crying right now? Listen, I'm as much of a dog person as anybody else in this audience. But really, dude? Starving the dogs and then putting TNT on the top of the dog? What a tragic way to die.
In battle, the dogs would run under enemy tanks, thinking they'd find something to eat. The stick would hit the vehicle's side, setting off the bomb and killing the enemy.
Okay, cool, the enemy is dead, but what happened to Spike the dog? He's not dead, right? Right?
But when they tried this in the field, the dogs actually ignored the enemy tanks. Instead, they ran toward their own tanks, since they had been trained on those.
Yeah, you guys are just a bunch of idiots for doing that. You guys actually thought that the dogs were gonna have the IQ to run toward the enemy tanks and not your own. The last thing the dog is thinking about right now is dying. They just want a treat. So no shit, they're gonna run to the enemy tank. They're gonna run to the tanks of the people that they trust. Like, seriously, how stupid can you be? Is the US Marine Corps' IQ really just pushing 85?
Sadly, the soldiers shot them before their own tanks would explode.
Yeah, it's called fuck around and find out, you idiot. Maybe if your IQ was pushing around the average human being, you would actually have that extra foresight.
A single drop would fall, hitting the prisoner's forehead. Then another falls, and another. Now, at first, it's just annoying, but the prisoner is strapped down, completely unable to move.
Dude, why do I feel like this is like a Redditor's description of a shower? Guys, I was strapped down in the water. It was touching me. Like, calm down, big O-ass. It's called a shower.
And the drops keep coming, always landing in the exact same spot. As hours pass, the skin becomes raw.
Yeah, and you prevent that by, oh, I don't know, moving your head? How is this considered a torture method? This looks perfectly normal. I mean, of course, to the average League of Legends player, this sounds like an absolute nightmare. But seriously, dude, a Chinese torture method? Are you serious? This shit is not torture.
And each drop stings. They fall slowly, around one every few seconds. But the tap would shut off at random intervals, leaving the prisoner anxiously waiting for the next drop, slowly losing their minds.
Yeah, no, I stand by what I said like 15 seconds ago. This shit is not torture. You are literally just describing a Discord mod walking around in the rain.
He fired straight at the Pope in the middle of a crowded square.
First off, why would anybody be in that close proximity with a firearm next to the Pope? I thought we already learned our lesson from John F. Kennedy.
2 bullets tore through, hitting him in the stomach and hand. He collapsed, bleeding badly, but survived with emergency surgery.
Well, the emergency surgery must have not have been that good. Now, granted, RIP my boy, but damn.
And years later, the Pope publicly forgave the man who shot him, and even met with him face to face. He placed the recovered bullet into a crown on a statue, claiming that God had guided it away from his vital organs.
Okay, sure. Maybe it was God that guided the bullet. Personally, I just don't think he played enough archery on the iOS App Store. I'm just saying, if people were to practice more, they wouldn't be aiming this shit like Thomas Crooks. Okay, I need to stop. Audience, subscribe to the channel if you would like another episode of Zach D Films. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later.